If you were to ask me, sleeping might be the single most important activity that a human being does during a course of a day, because the way you sleep determines how active and how focused you will be during the day, and it's thereby important that you have perfect sleep. However, it becomes a challenge when you are actually into the habit of oversleeping, especially if you are a student, and the moment you open your books, you start feeling drowsy, you feel sleepy, and then you are not able to focus on your studies. In this video, I am going to divide this video into two segments. The first segment, I will share around 5 to 6 ways, tips in which in general you can keep yourself more active and avoid sleep. And in the second segment, as a student, I will tell you if while you are studying and you start feeling sleepy, what exactly you need to do. Guys, I make short videos because I value your time. I am always on point, and that is why I request you to support this kind of content by subscribing to this channel, liking this video and pressing the bell icon, so that every time I am posting a new video on varied topics, different topics, you will be able to see them. In the first bucket of how to maintain an active lifestyle and ensure that your sleep is an inherent part of it, first thing that you need to do is fix your sleep timings. Just like how you usually have your food timings fixed, and if you don't eat during that time, your stomach starts growling and it tells you that it is hungry and needs to be fed. Similarly, having fixed sleep times will help you ensure a routine, and your body will be expecting that, okay, during this time I will get sleep, during the other times I am supposed to be active. It's very important that you get a really good sleep. 7 to 8 hours is definitely required, especially for students who are studying a lot, because when you are sleeping, that is when your brain is actually consolidating everything that you have done during the day and storing it for a longer term. That is why sleeping for good hours is important, and fixing a sleep time is also important. The second thing is to avoid fat diet or diet that contains a lot of fat food. You need to control your diet in such a way that you are consuming more healthy food, fruits, vegetables, green vegetables, more protein items, so that your body is controlling the release of its energy and it is throwing out energy for you to do whatever you want in slower pockets. If you eat high fat foods, if you eat junk food, you get an instant burst of energy, but then that dies down almost instantly, and then you want more food, and this process continues, making you feel more drowsy, more sleepy, because there are a lot of chemicals that are secreted in order to digest your food, which also impact your sleep and helps you end up feeling more drowsy, more sleepy. So controlling your food, avoiding things like rice or curd during the lunch time, if you are planning to study after that, it's pretty important so that you don't feel sleepy. The third thing that you need to do, and it will come as a shocker to a lot of you, is avoid caffeine. But isn't caffeine the most used way of staying awake? Well, yes, drinking coffee, drinking tea allows you to stay awake a little longer, but what happens is, just like when you take a ball and throw it in the air, the faster you throw, the faster it comes down. Similarly, even with caffeine, that is the problem. You drink it, you get a shot of energy, you get a booster of energy, and then your energy comes down even more drastically, and you start feeling drowsy and you start feeling tired again, and you need another cup of coffee or another cup of tea. Occasionally it is fine, but try not to make caffeine a habit which you are using to cure your problem of oversleeping. Cut it down as much as you can. Fourth is exercise in the morning. The moment you exercise in the morning, you start with a good circulation of your blood, your heart is healthy, your brain is getting more oxygen, your brain is getting more blood, you automatically become more active. So exercise in the morning, and that is what is very important. Fifth thing that you need to do is take regular breaks. Do not overstress yourself. Do not stretch yourself so much that you feel tired and then you come to a point where you have broken down and you want to rest, you want to sleep, you are drowsy and you can no more focus. There is a Pomodoro technique video which I had put recently. If you are a student, every 25 minutes that you study, you should be taking a 5-minute break, and after every 4 such cycles, 25, 25, 25, 25, 5, 5, 5, 5, 2 hours worth of studies and breaks that you have taken, after every 2 hours, you should be taking 20 minutes worth of break, so that your body is re-energized and you have changed your point of focus, so that you are not feeling sleepy or drowsy anymore due to the continuous work that you have been doing. The sixth point that I want to tell, and the last point in the lifestyle section is avoid too much screen time, because the more you see screen time, you are actually tiring your eyes out, and then you're not even sleepy, but you're not even active, you're not focusing, because you have tired your brain, you have tired your eyes so much that it is just not able to process anything of value. And that is why avoid too much of TV, mobile phone, iPad, especially the screens that you hold very close. Please avoid them, and you will automatically see a massive change in your daily sleeping patterns and also your activity lifestyle. Now moving on to the second segment, which students will definitely want more desperately, is that if you feel sleepy while you are studying, then what should you do? The first thing I'm going to suggest is walk and study, or move and study. If you're sitting stationary in one place for too long, your body starts getting comfortable, and as a result of that, you start feeling drowsy, you start feeling sleepy, you start getting other random thoughts which actually take you away from your studies. So walk and study, that will allow your body to be in momentum and ensure that you are continuously moving and you will not feel sleepy. Second is, whenever you are feeling sleepy, wash your face with cold water. I think this is the most tried, tested, known methodology, but it works every single time. Third one is, whenever you feel sleepy, switch to writing. Either you start doing a practical subject if you were studying theory, or even if you want to do theory, you start writing down the points that you are studying, because once your hand is in action, your brain is reactivated into doing something, it will definitely shed the sleepiness away and start focusing on the exercise that you are doing. The fourth thing that I want to tell you is, do a lot of exercises, instant exercises. So for example, if you're feeling sleepy right now, you just stand up in your place, leave your books, and just jump or do push-ups or do some squats immediately, because that will increase your blood flow. The heart will start pumping more blood, and your brain will receive more blood, more oxygen, and also of course your drowsiness, you will reactivate yourself and your drowsiness will automatically go away. Fifth point, which I am sure all of you will be very happy about, is if you are really feeling drowsy, as I told you, after 2 hours you should take a 20-minute break. You can take a short nap, although don't make it a habit of taking too many naps in a day, maybe 1 or 2 naps of 15 minutes each. Do not make that 15 minutes into 2 hours or 3 hours. It's very important that you limit it down to 15 minutes, but once in a while shutting down yourself and allowing yourself to sleep instead of fighting it might also be helpful. Sixth point, which is very important, is have correct posture while you are studying. If you are lying on your bed and studying, or if you are lying on your back and studying, or if you are crouching and studying, it's already a sign that your body is not willing to study properly, or you are telling your brain that I am not wanting to concentrate 100% on studies, but I am in the relaxing mode. Sit on a chair, on a table, sit on the floor, and sit upright, straight, and study, and put your books at a equidistance to your eyes, not too close, not too far away, but close enough that you can read properly and focus correctly. So correct posture is extremely important. The seventh point that I'm going to tell you is, try chewing gum. Although chewing gum is not healthy for your teeth, but still, if you are feeling drowsy, you can walk and study while chewing gum, because again, that is an activity which re-energizes you and freshens up you from the inside, and it might help you stay awake. The last point that I'm going to mention is, talk aloud or study loudly. Whenever you're reading something, read it aloud. Then your multiple sensories are activated. You are talking, you are seeing, you are listening, and hence your brain needs to be a little more active. I'll share a funny story. When I was studying in my class 9th, class 10th, I was not really a very good student. My mother would wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning and tell me very strictly that the moment I do not hear you studying, if you are not audible, I'll come and I will give you one proper. So you keep shouting and studying so that you remain awake and you are not sleeping. Of course, that really helped me, because I was scared of her that she would come and beat me, but then that helped me clear my examinations and do well in the studies later on. But that is just a story. I'm not telling you to ask your mother to do that, but be conscious about it, that I need to wake up. One last thing that I want to tell you is, if you are really serious, if you are really sincere about your studies, if you are really serious about your goal, if you really want to achieve something in life, then automatically you will not feel sleepy, because you are so focused or so engrossed in achieving your goal that you just don't want to waste even one moment, and you will study very well. Any other tips that you think you are applying which are working for you, please share it in the comment section so that our friends around come to know it and can apply it. And please share this video with your friends. Support me in this endeavor of creating short videos for all of you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. All the very best.